Hello and welcome to the Morning and Tavi show. And obviously, it's just Tavi tonight, but I did not want to come before you without saying anything on tonight. The daytime saving, the spring forward, just has thrown me completely back. I didn't realize it was even 7:30 because it was still daylight outside. So I do want to apologize first off. Marty will not be on the show. She had some other engagement. We were kind of all out today, just doing some things, and yeah, time caught up with us. But I do want to go ahead because tonight was a pretty strong topic, and a lot of people probably like black for nothing. Like, what that mean? Well, I've coined a term called black faces, is what I see, and oftentimes we count these black victories. Let's see. I said I got somebody commenting. Okay, peace. All right, my brother. Okay, he watching. All right, anyway, so I coined the term um black faces, but I actually some kids that I'm working with actually said another term that I kind of like, and they were saying they're just black for nothing. And so I'm like, what does black for nothing mean? So I'm gonna talk about that tonight, just briefly. It'll be about 15 minutes, like I did the last show. I'm not long winded at all. Well, I'm probably long winded, but I'm short with the long wind. Anyway, so getting started, black for nothing, black faces. Oftentimes, when we see people in organizations or elected to political office, we oftentimes, okay, somebody wants to know, unpack black for nothing. All right, who's black for nothing? So, most of the time, we have politicians that are black for nothing. Um, we elect them thinking that they're going to represent the marginalized people who are usually black people, and a lot of times they go in those positions and just become self-servants of their own self, and usually basically gain all type of benefits for themselves and not for the people who they represent. So that's one way of saying black for nothing. But we have so many organizations that have black faces, but the organization is or behind them are completely white. So they're really just a face and really don't have any power for real, although they might be in a high position. Now their check is looking real good. If Marty was on here, one of the points that she's always making is basically you can't get a person to do what their paycheck pretty much pays them not to do. And I think that's somebody's quote. Um, and when you think about that, that's what happens. We have a lot of great leaders. I believe that a lot of the politicians and the ones that become the first blacks of certain organizations mean well and want to represent. I don't think they don't. Well, I can't say that. I believe the majority of them. I can't say because some of them know exactly what they're doing. But I think for the majority of them, they kind of get in those white spaces. Okay, what are you saying? You want to come on the show with me? Black for political reasons, not for social improvement. Exactly. Now, if you want to join me, you can come on in here and talk too. But yeah, so that's what we mean by black for nothing. And oftentimes, like I've integrated so many places, and I've tried not to be a face, but I can speak from observation of black faces, and I can speak from being a black face. And usually that black face is what I like to call, I got a lot of terms. I can't wait to go ahead and really start publishing some stuff that I've been writing. But I have another term that I use that's basically black faces. When you're in those, when you're in those organizations and in white spaces, there's a lot of pressure put on people. There's a lot of reverse psychology, is what I would probably call it. That they basically make you feel like you're you're being racist in a sense when you want to advocate for the marginalized people that you came in originally to represent. Um, if you were working for a nonprofit, there's a lot of nonprofits that have black faces, and then like completely white staff that's been paid extremely amount of money, and so you feel that pressure. People could bend, um, they could bend if they want to, as far as not being a black face, and I'm kind of say. That's what I've done. Nobody can say that I walked into any organization and just sat there and was a black face and saw a wrongdoing or some kind of injustice happening, and me not use the power that I was given for being. Oh, I know what I was going. The term that I use is icon Negro. So I don't know if that's somebody else's term, but more than likely, a black face is usually the icon Negro that is the exceptional Negro in W.E.B. Du Bois' term. White agenda, but black faces. And that's exactly so. So that's what they do instead of like the status quo, instead of turn the status quo down, they rather negotiate the status quo, is what I say. And so therefore that is the exactly what he just said, white agenda but black faces. So they oftentimes want to uphold the status quo when they really know that it needs to be turned down. But again, it's the white agenda. So why would we want to turn down the white agenda? Because the white agenda is working for us, just not all. So so that black face would really have to um use their power in an unfavorable way. And we all know if you use your power in an unfavorable way, then more than likely it's unfavorable consequences that follow. Because again, you a face, you are icon Negro. You're supposed to just come in and do and accept the check that you're given. And regardless of what's wrong or right about it, you're not supposed to say anything. You're just a face. You're representing black people with your face because you're black. Then I think about the term that a lot of people are throwing around now. Oh, kin folks ain't our skin folks ain't kin folks, and that is very true because I've actually seen and black people can be racist, and a lot of people are like, well, how can I see some black people racist? But I'm not going to get off into why they can't be racist. But first of all, if I'll just use this, if I was to tell a white person, a white woman, a white male, I'm going to enslave you, do you really think they would be scared? Nah. So that's a way that I use with people to show them how black people can't be racist, because racism is built up on just that, being able to basically oppress people and keep them oppressed in that way, because of their skin, not because they're ineligible to do whatever it is that the white counterpart would do. Most people are highly intelligent, so that doesn't matter. If you're in that black skin, you're going to still be treated inferior no matter where you're at. um, about maybe 10 years ago, I kind of bought into what they call colorblind society. I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty. I'm guilty. And I really wanted to believe that we as a people, as a human being people, could really be colorblind. And I did what I feel was colorblind, but obviously once I opened and took my lenses and made my lenses colorblind, where I said I didn't see color and I love everybody the same. And matter of fact, I was in a church doing this, so I was like, benign neglect, look it up, got it. All right, so that's what he said is benign neglect. But I was the only black member in a church down south, and that's when I found out. That's when I found out that the colorblind society don't work. The spaces, the white places and spaces that I was in here in Illinois, those were just some exceptional whites, a lot of progressive whites that made me feel like it could be a colorblind society. But overall, the South told me different. And I believe the South, because the South is where our country is rooted from. And so I'm no longer a blackface, will never be a blackface for nobody amount of money. Um, but I use what the white race has taught me, because they crafted me to work with them. But instead, I take those uh, all of those techniques, I would call it, and I use it to what I call push, move the needle, per se. So a lot of times people just want to see the needle move a little bit. I'm that person that I will put on full gas to move the needle. And so, oftentimes I also see people that became black faces, and I watch a lot of people become black faces. Some of those people, I feel sorry for them because they've never been in an all white environment when they're going into it. So they're pressured to feel like they need to conform, speak a certain way, look a certain way, do certain things. Okay, he want to be put on. Okay, no problem. I'm sending you a link right now through your messages. So we're going to bring another guest on, and I'm sure this is going to be a very, very healthy conversation. So give me just a minute to grab the link for him. Hold on. Where is my link? Okay. So I don't see the link. Hold on. I know it's here. Let's see. Give me one moment, guys. Okay. So let's see. All right. One moment. I'm sending it to him. And then we should have a very healthy conversation. Let's see. All right. All right. I'm sending it through your inbox, Matu. So you should have it through your Facebook inbox. So let me know when you get it. I cannot find it on my phone. I sent it to Marty earlier. Why is it not here? Let's see. So we'll just give him a minute to find that link, and he can come on here and tell me about some black faces. Let's see. Marty, where is it? On my way. We text so much. Let's see. I don't see Matu just yet. So he's probably trying to go and figure out which one of those I sent him to. If I could just get it. Let's see. I guess I never sent her the link. Doesn't look like I sent her the link. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. Just in case he doesn't have the link. Just go and send him the link like this. Okay. All right. All right. See if he back. Okay, he's still not here. So I'll do that, and then I'll get it from my email on the phone and send it to him. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Is he on here yet? Oh, there he is. He got it. Okay. All right. Matu. Matu, I see you. What's going on? I can't get you to come in. You're not coming in for me. Or are you on there? Oh, there you are. It was on one person. Okay, so I see a little stroll. Hopefully your internet is good enough to chime in and talk, or maybe you need to go back out and come back in if you can see me. Not sure what's going on. If your internet is strong, I have everything plugged up on my end for the streaming. Let me make sure connections are tight. All right. All right. Well, I don't know. Matu, maybe you can go back out and come back in. Let's see if that helped. I was only going to be on here about 15 minutes, so we're running to that now. But if we can get a healthier conversation going, I don't mind staying as long as we can. If we really are seeking to educate, I'll probably be doing a better job and having other guests that way if Marty or I are missing, we can still have these shows continue. All right. Look like Matu is trying to come in. But yeah, so I mean, I'll keep talking until he can join us. But basically, black faces is everywhere, and that's kind of for real the reason why we're fighting. And I have to laugh to keep from crying, but that's why we're fighting in 2022. The same thing we've been fighting since 1962. 60 years later, they said too much too soon. 60 years, still nothing. Still the same fight, still the same need for equality, still the same everything. Still in inferior status, still being mistreated because of the color of our skin. Oh my God, Brother Matu, I see you. All right, so Brother Matu is on here again. The name of our show is Black for Nothing, Black Faces. And he wanted to chime in, so I'm listening. Oh, Lord, he's froze. Hold on, I see his face. Hopefully we can get some volume. Can you hear me? Matu, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you perfect. So what I was saying was you can go ahead and chime in on the subject tonight, Black for Nothing, Black Faces. Okay. It looks like he has a connection. I see him moving. You can hear me, right? All right, so we lost him again. And I'm thinking maybe he's connected as well. And that might be the issue of him not being able. So, Matu, if you can still see me, you might want to disconnect from watching this while you connect to coming in on it. Your whatever device you have might not be strong enough to handle all of that because it is streaming. So, anyway, I'll hang on here a couple more minutes to see if we can get a dialogue going with Matu. But if he doesn't return, then I'm going to go ahead and shut things down about 21 after, and that'll be the show. So I'll continue to talk and kind of wrap up what I was saying. So basically, I'm living witness to it. I'm living witness to seeing a lot of people become black faces. And I believe it's because, and I'm not sure about it, but I feel like they're pressured because they don't understand white society. And the goal has always been to um, be able to withstand white society and be able to participate in white society. And that's like the golden calf kind of thing, where if you can get into these spaces and be these faces, then it's great. All right, so Matu is coming in again. I think he did release the other thing that he had going on, and it might give him a better connection. I don't know. I'm still amateur at this. We're gonna get some better graphics going for our show and all of that. We're gonna really kind of start bumping this up because I really want this YouTube channel to pop for real. And so I know that if I want that, I need to do more work. So I'm gonna quit making it just a side project, but really um, uh, try to get some advertisement going and stuff like that to really push these messages out because I think that these are pretty strong messages that nobody's talking about. So I love the fact that I have so many people that we can have these open dialogues. Oh my God, guys, the last show Matu was on, we had such a great conversation, and I'm hoping we can get that going tonight. All right, so I see his little picture thing has situated. So let's see if he can chime in. Can you hear me at least, Matu? Matu, can you hear me? All right, so hold on. I see the little circle. My hair is all. And I pull this cap like, oh my god! I'm gonna have to pull this hair up. It's getting ready to get hot. I had my fun for Black History Month. Oh yeah, I've been liberated. All right, my two little circle is going again. Let's see if he can come in this time. Matu, can you at least hear me? I know I can't see you. All right. Well, we tried. And like I said, I wasn't going to be before you guys long. I think you got the point of it. I would have loved to hear Marty chime in because she always just like, she always has that. Yeah. That's why it's the Marty and Tabby show. But I understand this just wasn't our day. All right, so Matu is coming in again, but don't see his face. I'm pretty much done talking about the Black for Nothing. I mean, I could talk about, again, the kids named it Black for Nothing, some teenagers. And I just been kind of like coining the term. And everybody I tell, they like, what? Black for Nothing? Yeah, they're like, they're useless. They don't help us. They're just Black for Nothing. They're describing Black faces. And basically can tell the difference from somebody who's actually don't care and unapologetically representing all versus others who are representing what Matu would like to say, the white agenda, and what I like to call the status quo. So, bye-bye. All right. My brother is steady trying to get in. This might not be the night. We might have to do this show, redo this show next week, and then have Marty in it. So I think I'm going to probably just invite him back next week. And if Marty is here, we'll have her in it, but we'll definitely have him back next week because I want to hear that message of whatever he was trying to say because he just packed us with a whole lot in the comments. So again, this has been the Tabby and Marty show. I mean, the Marty and Tabby show. I reversed it. And we thank you for tuning in. This is short and sweet clip. Hopefully you got something out of it. Enjoy your night. Enjoy this spring that we're about to go into. I'm loving this weather. That's why me and her are both off because we've been all like, she just dropped me off at like 5:30. And then I went out with my husband. And I'm like, oh, I got the show. And then she's like, oh, I'm canceling. I got something else. And so anyway, I just want to do something to make sure it was there. Guys, it's been great. This is Tabby signing out, and thank you for watching the Marty and Tabby show.